All right, good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. Excuse me. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to my final consecutive streaming day of the week. Today is Monday, the 23rd of August, 2021, and I am here. I'm DSP, and I welcome you. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a good start of your week. I hope so. And, excuse me. Looking forward to a good, relaxing, hopefully, day of streaming here with you guys. I definitely need a nice, relaxing day after the stressful weekend I've had, and quite frankly, the stressful other stuff going on behind the scenes of the streams right now, which has absolutely nothing to do with the content of the streams, but it's still, it does have a burden on me. We had the whole day there Saturday where Jasper was feeling absolutely terrible, sick as hell, peeing everywhere all over the house. Not good. Then luckily he got better. He's been much better yesterday, and even today he's even better, I would say. He's more energetic. He used the bathroom normally. He's eating. He's drinking. He's doing his usual kitty antics with us this morning. So that's good. That's a big relief off of our shoulders after having him not feel good on Saturday. And already we're going to take some precautions. What we're going to do is we're going to start changing his litter out even more often, even though we don't wait a long time to do it. We're going to, commit to basically fully changing out his litter more quickly than we are doing now. And maybe even looking into some foods that are supposed to be for urinary tract issues. So, excuse me. So we had all that going on over the weekend, and it's stressful when you have a family member, a pet, who's sick, and you can't really do much for them in the immediate short term. But thank goodness that he's feeling better now, right? Oh yeah, we always get the dust-free litter barrel shroud. We don't buy the cheap stuff, trust me. We never go and buy the low-grade cheap stuff. We're getting the at least mid-grade to better stuff when we get stuff for Jasper Kitty. We don't want it. As I said, food too is the food that excuse me, the food that's incredibly high protein, low, almost no fillers at all. It's made, we talked to the vet about it, and they said, yes, that's a good food to give him. So there you go. So we got that going on, and of course, as always, behind the scenes bullshit with money, which has nothing to do with you guys at all. I just want you to understand, me venting a little bit on pre-stream today will have absolutely nothing to do with you guys at all, but, this is a place where I get to vent about stuff. I'm frustrated because it's now the second month in a row. The second month in a row where I'm sitting here waiting for YouTube to pay me, and I'm waiting and waiting and waiting, and it's screwing things up in my life because it's taking them so long to pay me for my earnings for last month. Last month was a good month. The month of July, you guys were very supportive on YouTube. Memberships and super chats were higher than they had been previously. And as I told you guys, I'm trying to build this channel up to where it was on Twitch when I was streaming there. And of course, we're nowhere near that, but it is getting better every month. Admittedly, every month they're looking, it's like, okay, this is excellent. But it just sucks ass that I'm waiting for payment from these guys, and it takes forever. I don't understand what takes them so long. Last month, the 21st was my day off. And so I'm sitting around on my day off, like, okay, where's the money? And it never came until late afternoon when my day off was already over. So I didn't really get a day off that week last month because I didn't have time to do anything because the money came through so late. This month, this money was supposed to be on over the weekend, and it never showed up. It just shows as pending. And here I am, terrified. What's going on? Is there something wrong? Now, I know it wouldn't be with my bank because my bank is working fine. What happened here? And so I already found out, thank God, through no help of Google at all, because Google, I hate to say it, if you have any issues with anything Google related, you're pretty screwed. The only thing is if you're a YouTube channel with 100,000 subscribers or more, you do get access to a chat room where people will actually answer your questions about YouTube issues. But only YouTube issues. That's it. They don't answer questions about anything else. They only work for YouTube. Well, Google and AdSense, how you get paid for YouTube, has nothing to do with YouTube. They're a completely different company, division, whatever you want to say. They're not the same. So because of that, you can't really talk to anyone about help about this stuff. I was looking all over the internet over the weekend Why is this payment still pending? Why is it not cleared even though it was supposed to be here on Saturday? You know, what is going on? There's nothing on the internet about it at all. All they have are help articles and forums where people post up random shit and other random people answer with no actual answers from Google about anything. And there's nothing about my issue. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, you know, this really sucks. I got payments due today. Like today, payments are coming out of my bank account and I don't have enough to cover them all. Because I'm sitting here waiting for this YouTube payment to come through and it's not coming through, you know? So come to find out, you know, I posted up on Twitter this morning about this. I said, hey, if anyone knows about how Google AdSense works, could you come by my pre-stream today to help me? Well, someone already responded and said, well, the way it works is thus. If you're getting paid on a weekday, you're okay. Typically, you'll get paid by the end of that weekday. But if you're getting paid on a Saturday or a Sunday, basically, you don't get paid until Monday or Tuesday, depending on which day it is. It basically delays it a couple days, which is incredibly fucking stupid. It really is. At this point, I hate to say it, the entire world is a 24-hour world. Every day people are doing business from the crack of dawn till the, you know, when the freaking moon is out. You know what I mean? There's no shutting down of the business. Physical businesses, yes. They have to close. People have to sleep. But the rest of the world is a 24-hour digital world. Okay? Why on earth do we still have financial institutions dictating to us when funds will clear, when funds will hit where? Why do they get weekends off? On what fucking planet does everyone else have weekends off but not banks? Excuse me, I said that opposite. Why do these financial institutions, i.e. banks, have weekends off but everyone else is working constantly, right? This doesn't even make sense. So, a payment's coming through on Saturday. Wait till Monday or Tuesday to get it. But if it was coming through on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, you'd have it that day. What? No. How about fucking work? Get the fucking work. What is going on here? It's just so confusing to me that we live in a digital world. Everything's supposed to be digital, online, instant. And then money, no. That just has to wait. What are you talking about? So, yeah, this is pretty shitty, admittedly, because here I am, I'm supposed to get my payment over the weekend. It's Monday. As of right now, 11:18 a.m., I don't have it yet. It just sits there showing pending this giant amount of money that I need to pay everything. I have all these bills sitting here waiting to be paid that aren't paid, and I can't pay them until this money comes through, okay? This blows. Luckily, I had enough money in my bank account to cover my back taxes, but there's other bills now that are clearing that, the money's not there, man. So now, if this doesn't even come through on Tuesday or today, if it comes through tomorrow, now I'm kind of, this blows essentially, and it's very frustrating for my family. This is not good. It used to be where I would get paid by Twitch in the middle of the month. That was always consistent. I could always rely on the Twitch payment to come through, on time, no issues. And then on top of that, I would have the YouTube payment after. And that would supplement all my month-end expenses, essentially, and pay all my bills. And now only having the one lump, it's incredibly frustrating. It is. It's incredibly frustrating. And I don't like that it's not consistent. It would be one thing if I had this one monthly payment and it was consistent. It has not been. It's been flaky as hell. So there's a chance that later today, in the afternoon, I may get a payment from Google. Great. Then everything can be paid, and tomorrow I'll feel good. There's a chance that I'll get nothing. In which case now I gotta hope all day tomorrow that the payment comes through. And, thank God I saved tips over this weekend. And I have them for tomorrow for my day off to pay for groceries, the vet visit, things that I need to do during the day, essentials. Thank God I saved that money, and didn't end up going and paying another bill or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I wouldn't have had anything for my day off tomorrow, expecting that I was going to get paid over the weekend, and I didn't. Incredibly frustrating. Like, I'm not going to lie, it's incredibly, ridiculously frustrating that I go through this. Okay? So, anyway, what the hell? Well, guess what? As I'm telling you guys this story, I'm not kidding you. As I'm telling you guys this story, it's claiming that the payment is coming through right now. It says, check your recent payment. We just sent you a payment. Yeah. It's claiming that they're sending me a payment as of like this moment. It's coming through. So I'll have to check my bank later. Because I'm checking my AdSense statement, and my AdSense statement is saying there's nothing, which is wrong. My AdSense statement is saying, you don't have any transactions for this billing period. It's wrong. But they're claiming that it's coming through right now. So we'll see. I'll have to check later. Because like I said, I know that's not going to hit right immediately. Last time this happened, last month, it took several hours for this money to actually show and reflect in my bank account. But the good news is if this actually does clear today, I'm in the clear. I'm good. So, yeah, see, because I'm looking right now. Look at that. Yup, there's my back taxes payment. And there's my water bill clearing right now. Yeah, I'm taking a look right now. Okay. All right. So the good news is I should be in the clear. Oh, man. But you see how frustrating this is? Like, geez, man. It's seriously frustrating for me. That this is like this one thing a week now that I'm reliant on. And you never know when it's coming at this point. At this point, now I don't even know what to expect, right? Like, now I'm curious. This payment was supposed to be coming through on Saturday, and it looks like it's coming through today, right now. What if this payment was supposed to come on Sunday? Does that mean it doesn't come till Tuesday, right? Anyway, that's, holy shit, what a stress reliever. Let me tell you guys, that actually takes a big weight off my shoulders, seeing that the payment is coming right now. Thank God. I was actually, I'm not even kidding, like, I barely slept last night. I hate this shit. I hate this feeling of not knowing what's going to happen in my financial future. It blows. And the thing is, for a while there, I was actually feeling pretty good until I got kicked out of the Twitch Partner Program, and then it's like back to square one, you know? But it is what it is. Thank God. Thank God. I actually feel much better right now. FBG Duck, you don't seem to understand. He says, oh, I think that rant could have been avoided by checking. I did check. I was checking. No lie. I was checking the entire time here. It literally just happened. It literally just came through. This very moment, the money just came through. Okay? Understand that. Like, damn, it was like nick of time. Holy shit. Because I had that payment, and I also have a insurance payment. Hold on. Let's take a look here. Yeah, look at that. There it is. I got another payment too. Look at that. I got 3 payments coming through. Yeah. Yeah, I actually got 3 payments coming out today. All on top of it. You know, I got one of my utilities, my water and gas bill, I think it is. No, actually, it's just the water bill, I think. And then I've got the my cell phone payment, and then I've got the house insurance, you know, a homeowner's insurance payment. Is it homeowner's insurance? Actually, no. This is my car insurance. Yeah, I have 3 payments plus the back taxes all coming out today. So if this money wasn't coming today, I was pretty screwed. I was going to get like overdrafts and all kinds of crap. So, oh, anyway, how crazy was that? How crazy was that? That I just I'm talking about it on my pre-stream, and then it actually resolves itself, right? I guess sometimes things just work out. Thank God. Thank fucking God they do, because, man, I was fucking nervous. So, anyway, guys, that's a big sigh of relief for now, anyway. Now I can actually pay all the stuff that I've been waiting to pay that I haven't been able to pay. And don't have to worry so much about it. So, thank God. Good stuff. Okay. Well, now we can get that out of the way and we can talk about good stuff, guys. We can talk about good stuff. All right, what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about Afghanistan. No, we're not. Absolutely not. We're not talking about that. Hell no, we're not talking about that. You guys know I'm not a political guy. I'm not going to make a gameplay stream about politics. I'm definitely not talking about that. That would upset a lot of people, probably including me. Okay, so no, we're not doing that. Okay, now, let's talk about what we're doing today, because this is pretty important, guys. We're starting off with Fallout New Vegas. We're heading into the end game of the playthrough. Essentially, all we have left is one DLC called Lonesome Road, and then we have the finale of the story, which there's maybe a few little odds and end missions to do here before we have the big finale. Now, I don't remember Lonesome Road at all. I don't know why I seem to have forgotten this DLC. I seriously don't remember it in any way. I don't remember who this other courier is. I don't remember where we go or what we do in this DLC. It seems like I have a complete, like, brain fart when it comes to this, this DLC. So, at the very least, it should feel like something fresh and interesting and new, because I don't remember it. I don't remember how long it is. I don't know if it's any good. Seriously, I'm happy we have it and we get to experience it, but it's so weird that, like, for some reason this DLC is like a hole in my memory. What it might be is that this was the final DLC release for the game, so possibly by the time it released, I just didn't really care that much about the game anymore, so maybe I just, like, rushed through it again. Much like some of the other DLCs. Likely I just kind of turboed through it at night, at midnight when it released. I probably played it overnight when I was drunk or something stupid like that. So, that's probably why I just have zero recollection of it. I remembered all the other DLCs. I remember Dead Money, how you're stuck in the casino, and your stupid beeping collar. And I remembered Honest Hearts, you're in the canyon. And of course, I remembered Old World Blues, where you're in this alternate area with all these new monsters and technology. I don't remember this DLC. Okay? So, we'll see what happens. Hopefully, it's good. You know, now we pretty much have everything I need. I have power armor, I have good melee weapons, I have good energy weapons. You know, everything is, like, pretty much maximized to the point where I'm ready to finish this playthrough up. We've been over 80 hours at this point. Honestly, it's kind of looking like it's going to be around the 90 to 100 hour playthrough with everything done in it, you know. So, let's see how this goes today. I'm excited for chill Fallout New Vegas streaming. Likely, we'll be beating this first or second week of September. I'm thinking this week we're going to play it now. We'll probably have one more stream of it in the coming week. And then probably like one more maybe. And that might wrap it all up. That might be it for Fallout New Vegas. Alright, which is excellent because there's a lot of new content that's about to come out in a short term. Okay? Okay, Jameson, you're out of here. No one gives a fuck about you and all your caps and your stupid complaints. Go fuck yourself. Okay. So, that's what's happening on the main stream. Okay? Now, on top of that, alright, tonight we have a late night stream at 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. And I am completely undecided about what we want to do on this late stream. I'm not sure. Some ideas that people have come up with would be to return to Fall Guys, because they had a new season that I never checked out at all, and there might be some new games and things to check out there that, you know, I've never tried. Another idea would be do some more Hades, because Hades has been a playthrough I'm really enjoying. I've really liked the game, and last time around I earned a new revive, as well as I'm using a new weapon in the gauntlets, so that would be fun to continue on with Hades, I feel. I could go to Halo Master Chief Collection and do some multiplayer. I told you guys that, you know, leading up to the release of Halo Infinite, that I would want to play some multiplayer. I did so a couple weeks ago, but haven't had a chance since then. So maybe some Halo multiplayer stuff. Or I could check out that game Grounded. This is the survival game where you've been shrunken down to the size of a bug and tossed into your backyard. And so you have to make ends meet by crafting items and surviving against killer insects and stuff like that. All these are viable options in my opinion. So I'm not actually sure what I want to do. What I would like to do is talk to you guys over the course of today and get your opinions on what you would like to see on the late stream tonight. Okay? I'm not doing Quake. People can say, oh, Quake. Quake is not an option because Quake is a whole new game, a whole new thing to start up. I'm not doing that. I'm not starting another playthrough on top of 100 other things I'm already doing, guys. I'm trying to finish Fallout New Vegas. I'm in the midst of Hades. I'm in the midst of, you know, the Ghost of Tsushima DLC. And then on Wednesday, we got a new game release in Psychonauts 2. I'm not starting another game now just because they randomly released it out of nowhere. It's not happening. Okay? So, I'm curious on your opinions. A lot of people seem to be saying Fall Guys. Yeah, a lot of people are saying try out Fall Guys. Interesting. I haven't played it in a while, right? What was the last time I played it? Like a month and a half ago? It would be interesting to return to it, I feel. Maybe we'll do that. But again, please give me your opinions. Okay? Let me know over the course of today. I may run a poll. I may not. Right now, it seems like you guys are leaning towards Fall Guys. But let's see. I'll bring it up multiple times during today's stream. And see what people's opinions are. Okay? All right. TX Shooter 50 did a super chat and asked will I go back into GTA 5. I will eventually. What I'm going to do is, much like I'm going to do for certain other franchises, for example, Elder Scrolls, okay? When it's announced that GTA 6 is finally in development and going to come out at some point, it has like an estimated release window, then I'll play GTA 5 again as a way to lead back into that universe and as a way to get ready for GTA 6. Same thing with Elder Scrolls 6, okay? Once that gets announced officially and we have an idea of when it's coming out, then I will probably go back and replay Skyrim. But there's absolutely no reason to be replaying those games now when the next iterations are, you know, currently in development and we have zero information about them. Okay? So there you go. But absolutely, I would play it again. Absolutely. I've never played it besides the once. You know, I did try to play it again on PS4 right after, and people were like, nah, it's way too close. And I stopped playing it, but that was some 7+ years ago, so. Okay. Very nice. All right, so, ladies and gents, please give me your opinions on what you would like tonight on the late stream. And I may do a poll during the stream today to determine what I'm playing later on, okay? Let's talk about the schedule for the rest of the week, okay? Tomorrow I'm not here. Tomorrow's my day off from streaming. I'll be taking Jasper Kitty to the vet, amongst many other things. But I shall return on Wednesday. And on Wednesday, it's going to be the premiere of Psychonauts 2. Now, for those of you who have not been following the news, Psychonauts 2, the review embargo has raised or dropped or I don't know, whatever you call it. It doesn't exist anymore. People are now making public their reviews, and it has happened. The game is being reviewed well, which is shocking to me. A game that was in development for this long, okay, and a game that everyone was completely uncertain about, apparently is reviewing incredibly well. The thing that gets me is I really hope, and I mean this, I really hope this is not nostalgia. I hope the game is genuinely really, really good. I hope that this is not a case where people are getting the feels because they played Psychonauts 1 a very long time ago, and this game is similar to Psychonauts 1, and so because of that they like it and they're going to review it well, and then people who are going to actually get this game and play it, and maybe they never even played Psychonauts 1, they're going to jump in and be like, this game is incredibly outdated and not fun, you know? I hope that's not the case. I actually genuinely wish that this game is good, despite the fact that the guy at the head of the studio, Tim Schafer, really did everyone dirty about 10 years ago with Broken Age. He really did everyone a real bad thing when he ripped everyone's money off, their crowdfunding, with that game. But I do feel that if this is a good game, that's always a good thing. To have another game on the landscape that's good and worth playing. You know, one of the most unique things about Psychonauts is the plot, the writing, the dialogue is quirky and interesting and funny. And well done in that regard. So, I hope that Psychonauts 2 is good, as these reviews are saying. If that's the case, great. I'll be playing it on Wednesday when it comes out on the first stream. But as for the rest of the week, let's talk. So Wednesday night, I'm going to be checking out Hades again. A second session for, well, I say second, it's really the third late night session. Second? Actually, I lost track. But anyway, now with new upgrades and new weapons, I'm going to check out Hades again. Then on Thursday, it's going to be more Ghost of Tsushima DLC, Iki Island. And I'm going to pair that with more Psychonauts 2 on Thursday night. Then on Friday, it's going to be Fallout New Vegas and my Throwback Street Fighter stream for the week. Now, it was just announced, okay? It was literally just announced that there will be an open beta, okay? Open beta for this game. What game? Call of Duty Vanguard. All right? A game that I've repeatedly said I feel may not do so well this year compared to other Call of Duty outings. All right? In the midst of this legal battle, the embroilment of bad news and bad press coming out of Activision Blizzard, about all the problems the company's having internally with its culture. I'm curious to see how Call of Duty Vanguard will do this year. So open beta starting this Friday, okay? Now I already have a schedule for Friday. What I'm thinking is maybe on Saturday, either as the main stream or the late stream. I'm leaning more towards the late stream. That maybe I would do this as like a two-hour late night stream just to give a taste of the beta and see exactly what it is. So that's what I'm thinking. Over the weekend, I'll probably do it on like maybe Saturday night and see what if the beta is any good. If that's the case, probably it would be Psychonauts 2 during the daytime and then the Call of Duty beta at night. And then probably Sunday we'll flip over again. It'll probably be Ghost of Tsushima DLC paired with Microsoft Flight Sim. And so then next week on Monday, maybe the final Fallout stream, depending on how things go. And then we'll see for Monday night next week, okay? Actually, no, I take this all back. My schedule is changing next week. I completely forgot about this. Monday is my day off next week. So next week when I come back from break, I'm streaming Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's it. I'm not here on Monday. I'll actually be back on Tuesday. And this may actually shift for a bit. We have to see what happens with my schedule. Because remember, this is all dependent on my wife's schedule. And we're in a situation where we need to have Monday off next week for something important. Okay? Ooh. Excuse me. So yeah, next week, my day off will not be Tuesday as it's been for the past month and a half, just so you guys know. Okay? Okay. Alright, so, in review, today, Fallout New Vegas and something mystery at night. I'm not sure what yet. I'm going to take your opinions on that during the course of today's stream. Tomorrow I'm off. Wednesday it's Psychonauts 2 and Hades. Thursday it's Ghost of Tsushima and Psychonauts 2. Friday it's Fallout New Vegas and Street Fighter. Saturday it's Psychonauts 2 and the Call of Duty Vanguard beta. And Sunday, Ghost of Tsushima and Microsoft Flight Sim. That's the week. There you go. That's the freaking week. Hope that sounds good. It's a good variety of stuff for sure. I mean, God, first-person shooters, retro-style platformers with quirky writing. I don't even know how to describe Ghost of Tsushima. Good stuff coming up. Hope you guys think so as well. All right. I'm trying to think on top of all that, is there anything else I need to mention before we get to the usual quick plug segment and then jumping into shoutouts and gaming news? Gaming news. Did you guys hear the big gaming news today? No? No? You didn't? Wow, what were you guys up to? I can't believe you guys didn't hear the big gaming news. In reality, there is no big gaming news. I already covered it. The gaming news is that Psychonauts 2 is good, and the Call of Duty Vanguard beta is this weekend. That's literally the gaming news. So. Okay. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm an independent content creator. I'm someone who does not do the commonplace things that other people do. I don't have any sponsorships. I don't have any partnerships. Outside of what you get on stream, there's nothing else to this, man. I'm just an honest guy who loves video games and shares these daily experiences with all of you right here on stream on YouTube, right? Twice a day, 6 days a week, I'm here. And I absolutely love what I do for a living. I'm incredibly lucky to, after all this time, 13 years doing this in total, and now at this point, almost 11 full years doing it for a living. I know how lucky I am to say that, all right? The reason that I'm still here isn't because of some, great relationship with a company or someone kissing me kissing someone's butt to make money. It's because of you guys. It's because you love what I do. You like the fact that I'm completely different from many other content creators, that I am an independent, that I don't pull punches, that I'm honest with you, that I go out of my way to independently give a shout out to everyone who contributes to my streams to say thank you, because I appreciate each and every one of you allowing me to do what I love for a living and to show you the passion that I have for gaming. Okay? So, thank you for everything, really. You are the reason why I'm still here. You're the reason why I get to chill with games every day. Your support this year has been outstanding. in every way possible. And I really appreciate that. Being that I don't have any sponsorships or partnerships, my income is crowdfunding from you guys. Watching the streams, enjoying what you're watching, and then supporting that content via contributions on the streams. Okay? There are many ways you can contribute. Allow me to outline some of those briefly. First, you can become a member of my channel. If you join the channel, you get many benefits, including a highlighted name in the chat, getting a chat crown badge next to your name to show how long you've been a supporter of the channel, not having to abide by the slow mode rules of the chat here, which is every 10 seconds, limited per message. You could, talk as much as you want if you're a member. And you get cool access to all of the emotes. There's currently 19 emotes and climbing. The more members we get, the more emotes unlock. So, if you're not a member yet, don't know what you're waiting for, you should definitely check it out. All right, it helps out the channel, but also you get all those cool benefits, all right? We do have a goal. We're trying to hit 275 members by the end of the month. At this point, with only about a week left in the month, it's probably not going to happen, just being a realist here. At one point, we were on pace to hit that. We were at over 240 members and climbing every day. And at some point, we faltered. We stumbled. But remember, when we falter and stumble here, we don't just fall down and don't get up. We don't turn around and walk backwards. We walk forwards, right? We step over the hurdles of adversity, and we move forward positively, all right? If we did hit the membership goal by the end of the month, I was going to do a special marathon event where I play a variety of stuff. It could have been a retrospective marathon where we look back at the past. It could have been a Game Pass marathon where we play a variety of Game Pass games, or an Indies marathon. All those are possible, okay? But at this point, realistically, do I think we're going to get 51 members by the end of the month? Probably not. It would be amazing if we did, but I don't think that's going to happen. So we move on positively. And just so you guys know, next month, September, will be a big month. There's a ton of new games coming out, including very high-profile ones that I think people are going to want to see me play live on stream all the time. Plus, the membership goal next month is pretty attractive because it's the Halloween event. If we hit a total number of members on this channel next month, I'll be doing a Halloween marathon where you guys will be nominating and voting on games to play during a Halloween event. It could be horror games, or it could be other style games as well. I'll also be dressing up in a costume all day long on Halloween. So, yeah, that's cool. I do this every year, and usually it's successful. So hopefully next month, people will have much more incentive to become a member of the channel. Okay? All right. All right, guys. Now, you can also do a super chat or a super sticker to support the channel. In that case, it's a way of contributing via YouTube, right through YouTube's interface. And you'll get a highlighted message in the chat if you do so. All right? Which is excellent. It's cool. You can do cool animations and stuff. If you do either a membership or a super chat, super sticker, I'll give you a shout out. These things help me in the long term. They actually help the channel long term wise, okay? If you want to help me short term, if you want to help me out the best way possible, please tip me on the stream. When you tip me here today on the stream, I get those funds immediately to put towards things tomorrow when I have my day off, all right? What is that noise? I heard like music. Did you hear that? Am I hearing things, or did you guys hear that? No, I don't hear anything. Because I don't have any consoles on or anything. What the hell was that? I swear I heard like music playing. But now it's silent. Well, maybe I'm hearing things. That's not good. I swear I heard something. Anyway, let's continue. Okay? If you tip me, I get those funds immediately, so that's short-term help. It allows me to do important things that I need to do right away. Okay? And I appreciate tips. Tips keep me afloat. This week, tips really kept me afloat. As I was sitting around waiting for this YouTube payment to come through, tips were the only income I had. All right? So thank you to anyone who tips me. You can do so by either looking at the description of this stream or typing !tip into the stream chat. All right? Either way helps. Now, because tips are so important, we have reward tiers in effect for tips. All right? If we raise $50 in tips on today's stream, I will put on my Gunner glasses. Or if you so choose, I'll put on my aviators. And you might say, well, what does that mean? Aviators. Well, if you don't know what aviators are yet, deal with it. That's all I have to say. So yeah, I have these aviators. These are just costume glasses, by the way. They're not actually like sunglasses. They're just costume glasses. But if you guys wanted some aviators instead, we could do that, just to be kind of silly. Okay. If you raise $100 of tips, I'll put on a vest of your choice. The choices are as follows: the beige, the red. Oh, my nose is bothering me. The beige, the red, the blue, or I'm trying to think, was it camo? We wore denim last night. Before then, I wore the platinum. So likely it would be the camo that's available today. Yes, because I just wore platinum and I just wore... Well, wait a minute. When did I wear the gold? No, I did wear the gold recently. I think the last 3 vests were actually denim, platinum, and gold. So it would be the beige, the red, the blue, and the camo are available for today. Okay. Those are the 4 that you'd be able to vote for. Now, on top of all of that, okay, if we hit the total tips goal for today, which is $150, you guys will get to pick a hat that I'll wear on the stream. All right? And the hats available are as follows. The Camo Hat, which I wore last night for the very first time. If you didn't see it, hold on a second. I wore this. Well, actually, I take this back. I wore it yesterday during the daytime stream. And admittedly, people don't really like it. This was the first hat I bought. And then I ended up getting 3 better ones. So I kind of get why people don't like it that much. And I don't blame you. It's basically just a standard kind of, what do they call this? A bucket hat or something? I don't know exactly what they call it. But it's just a camo outdoorsy hat. See? Very, very generic. And I thought it would be cool instead of the cowboy hat. Then I ended up getting 3 other hats that were I feel better. But anyway, that's the camo. The digital style Outback hat that actually has the sides that are like pointed up. It's kind of like a mini cowboy hat almost, but it's a very light outdoorsy digital hat. Okay, and that's blue and gray. Oh, it's a boonie hat? That's what those are called, boonie hats? Oh, okay. Boonie hat, thank you. Then we've got the fake platinum hair hat. See that? It's a visor with fake platinum hair. That's eligible. And of course, the one that everyone talks about, although I just wore this last night, so likely it will not make it today, but the military. In fact, you know what? I just wore this last night. We will not have this one be eligible because that would be stupid to wear every stream. So there you go. We'll eliminate the military. It would be one of these 3 hats, or if you guys really wanted it, I would consider bringing back the cowboy hat too. So either one of these 3 or the cowboy hat would be eligible for today. There you go. Trying to get into the swing of things, just like I do with the vests. I want to make sure that's not the same thing every single stream. Okay? Fair enough? Alright. So, $50 in tips. I'll put on some kind of glasses. $100 in tips. You vote on a vest. Choices today are beige, red, blue, and camo. If we raise the full tips goal, I'll put on a hat. Choices are the camo boonie hat, the digital style hat, the platinum tips fake hair hat, or the cowboy hat. Okay? There you go. And thank you in advance to anyone who contributes to my stream. I appreciate the help. Let's now get to shout-outs for tips, because I already shouted out the super chat that came in today. Okay? Andy, to me, $4.20. It says, please play Fall Guys. It's a chill game and everyone wants to see it and the new changes that happen. Fair enough, Andy. I will definitely weigh that. It's not just you. Quite a few people in the stream chat are asking for Fall Guys. They seem to be under the impression that, you know, this latest season may be pretty good. I didn't play it. It came out like 2 weeks ago and haven't touched it. Totally forgot about it, actually. Didn't even remember that it existed. I got so wrapped up with all the Game Pass stuff that I haven't even thought about Fall Guys. So maybe that tonight. Maybe that makes sense. Okay? Snow Carl tipped $1.50. And he says, I love your content. If I can voice a criticism, you seem too prepared and read up about casual games these days. I used to love your honest, impromptu, rage-filled reactions. I wish you did more spontaneous gameplay. When on earth did I ever do spontaneous gameplay in the past? When did I ever just say, oh, I'm just going to play a random game out of nowhere that I've never heard of? I don't even know what you're talking about. I've always had to weigh and balance games for my streams and my YouTube content as well. And back in the day, I used to play way less games, actually. Way less adventurous. I used to basically just play every major AAA release, and people got angry at that. So then I started playing a different variety of stuff. So I actually don't know where you're coming from with this. I'm sure if you have a more elaboration, if you could give a better example, like a further example of this, I would love to hear it. I just don't understand what you're saying. Like, I play bigger variety today than ever before. Snow Girl says, I feel like, here you go. I feel like your old playthroughs. I don't even know what you mean because I've been doing this for 13 years. So old could be the first year, the first 3 years, 5 years ago. I don't know what you're talking about. But he says, I feel like your old playthroughs were more about jokes and fucking around and drinking and laughing and stuff is what I meant. Now it seems it's more focused about completion. Depends on the game. Absolutely depends on the game. Back in the day, I used to flub about and basically not try. In a lot of cases, I would just fuck about. I mean, that was my personality 10 plus years ago, was no care Phil. Just boot up the game, fuck around, make fun of the game, make fun of the game developer, all that. That went away a long time ago. Like, that style of content creation I haven't done in probably over 5 years. So I don't really know where you're coming from. Like, this is a pretty off-base comment, in my opinion. Something that I haven't done since I became a full-time streamer. When I became a full-time streamer, everything changed, admittedly. I remember. I sat down that day deciding I was going to be a full-time streamer. And I was like, okay, I actually got to, actively try to engage my audience and make this entertaining and fun and interactive for them while actually still playing a game and making progress in the game. In a lot of ways, it's harder. Sometimes it's easier. It's harder because it's actually harder to juggle interactions with you guys, giving shout-outs and talking with you while playing a game and making progress. It's easier because you guys help me. You guys will give me advice. You guys, if I'm stuck at a part of a game, sometimes will help me out. So that way I can pass on something that maybe I would have gotten stuck on otherwise if it was just me playing it by myself. You see what I'm saying? There you go. Snow Carl says, for instance, when it comes to Fallout, it'd be fun to play the game and joke about, fuck up and make wrong choices rather than aiming for a perfect save. I'm not doing a perfect save. I don't even know what you're talking about. First of all, I'm playing on the hardest difficulty possible. All right? I'm literally suffering in certain areas of the game where I'm taking monster damage. I've had an imperfect build the entire game. The explosives build proved to be one of the worst builds I've ever done in the history of my Fallout gameplay. But I kept it. I didn't go back and respec, right? So again, Snow Carl, I hate to say it, I think you're just being very nitpicky today. I'm being honest. I think you're just being really nitpicky about stuff that's seriously not an issue and or people aren't complaining about besides you. Even no one in the stream chat is agreeing with you, by the way. Big Old Bean says, in your old content, you were acting wacky and zany and filled dead air in the game. Now it's filled with viewer interactions. That's correct. In the old style content that I used to do, again, before I was an interactive streamer, it was just me and the game. Yes, sometimes I had a viewing audience, sometimes I didn't, but it was literally me in the game paying no attention to my audience at all. None. Zero. Okay? Now, because of that, back then I had way more commentary. I was blabbing constantly, sometimes even talking over cutscenes, constantly cracking jokes, a lot of times, just very cheesy, inappropriate jokes, just to get a reaction, because I was filling dead air. Now, you're absolutely right. When I'm playing a game, we're constantly having conversation and fun. We're talking about the game. We're talking about other topics. We're having a good time together. And as we're having a good time together, it becomes more natural and more organic that feeling of enjoyment comes through the stream rather than me trying to force wedge jokes and shit into the gameplay. All right? Maybe you liked that kind of stuff back in the day. All right? That was over 5 years ago, man. Really. I mean, I think it's time to move on. It's kind of like when people keep bringing up stuff like John Rambo and shit. It's like, dude, really? You need to move on. Okay? Since I moved here to Washington 7 years ago, my content style changed. Since I started becoming a full-time streamer in 2017, my content style changed. It's time to realize things are different and or, in my opinion, better. Okay? I Heart Dart says, I give credit to Snow Carl, who was respectful, and he gave you his honest opinion, even though he's completely wrong. I don't think he's wrong. Listen. You can't say someone's opinion like that is wrong. We gotta backtrack a second here. All right? What Snow Carl said is not wrong. It's his feelings, and it's okay to express your feeling. I mean, sadly, Not everyone is going to agree with you, and of course, you're not always going to get maybe satisfaction. I mean, he's basically saying go back to the content style you used to do over 5 years ago. No, I'm not going to do that. I've advanced, I've matured, I've changed for the better. My viewing audience has outright told me that, or else I wouldn't still be here if that were the case. I would have become a dinosaur that no one cared about, and I would have faded into obscurity. And thankfully, that hasn't happened, right? Because I did evolve and change. So, get that. I'm not angry or anything at Snowcarl. I'm happy that he expresses his opinions. I just don't have to agree with them. Okay? But he's very welcome to express them, and he does do so in a very respectful manner. So. Jones J says, are you more proud of the content and the way your streams are going? Weren't you in a better place 5 years ago? No. Absolutely not. 5 years ago, if you actually do the math, 5 years ago I was in a 1 year of my YouTube channel crashing hugely because of the trolling, forcing me to remove all those videos. My YouTube channel had just been removed from YouTube search rankings, which screwed everything up. So DSPGaming was in a downward spiral, and there's nothing I could do about it at all that time. I had split my content into 3 channels: DSPGaming for gameplay, the King of Hate Vlogs for vlogging, and then the KO Gaming channel for edited style content. 2016 was the year where I put insane amounts of effort into doing edited content. If you remember, a lot of the times I was only doing 1 stream a day. And then the second half of the day I was editing, voiceover editing, trying to put out these videos for KO Gaming. And it worked. It did work. The channel blew up. I had all kinds of stuff that happened positive on KO Gaming. I had videos going viral on YouTube, getting 1 million views. My reviews were getting hundreds of thousands of views, if not more. And I was actually making good money on the channel. Everything was pretty good. And then YouTube screwed me over completely by initializing their new demonetization system, which somehow automatically demonetized the channel. I don't know how, because there was absolutely nothing on that channel worthy of being demonetized. It was one of the most professional things I've ever done. Little to no swearing, everything done at a high caliber. So I don't even know what happened there, but in reality, 2016 and then the first half of 2017 were probably my lowest of lows. At that time, I was getting completely burnt out because I was working my ass off trying to keep this afloat and basically getting shut down at every turn. The gameplay I was doing was kind of boring. Remember, I wasn't an active streamer then, so it was me kind of doing the same thing for like the 7th straight year, and I was so bored with it. Then I did the edited content, and that blew up, and I was very excited. And then the YouTube channel got demonetized. Behind the scenes, my personal life was actually quite bad at that point. And everything was bad, honestly. Like, 2016 was one of my worst years. Things didn't turn around until, like, the second half of 2017. Remember, the first half of 2017, I determined that I was going to become a full-time streamer. And then I really feel that people started to support me again and look at me as the underdog and really turn things around in late 2017. So, there you go. Mature adult, if you say I missed a super chat one more time, you will not be able to say that ever again. Okay? It's my stream. I know what I'm doing. It's time for you to relax. Jen has tipped me $1.50. So let's be honest. Snowcurl tries almost every day to bait you into ranting. And so his little detractor buddies on a restream can laugh at you. I mean, you could be right. Jen, you may absolutely be right. I don't know. I'm the most ignorant to any of this stuff. I keep telling you guys, like, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes on detractor channels or restreamers or anything. I don't pay attention to any of it. I only know once people bring it to my attention publicly, or sometimes people will email me behind the scenes to say, hey, did you know this is going on? And this guy's really trying to get your goat on a stream because of this and this. This is what's really happening. I don't know. I don't pay attention to that stuff at all. I would be the last person to really know anything about that. You know, I would argue that Snowcarl is kind of the equivalent of what PW Dubs used to be. PW Dubs would be in here, and 80% of the time he'd be positive and he'd be fun. He even contributed to the channel positively with emotes and things. And then all of a sudden, he'd bring up a detractor meme. I don't even know what it is. And next thing I know, we're talking about detractor memes, and people are telling me, did you know PW Dubs derailed your stream today with this negative thing? You know? And it really got to me because I felt like he was a guy who was adding to the streams and someone who actively cared about the content and about me and everything. And then come to find out this guy's literally sitting in detractor streams all the time, talking with them, laughing with them, trying to carry their bullshit on in my stream. All right? I'll be honest, that really hurt. And then to find out that he was involved in other things that were trying to fuck with me and hurt me, that was very painful. Someone who's a regular on the stream who then is basically secretly trying to fuck you over constantly. It's not a good feeling, man. It's just not. Okay? So, that being said, I don't know what Snow Carl is saying here. Like, I feel sometimes maybe Snow Carl is genuinely talking from his heart, and other times maybe he is reiterating something that was just said on a detractor stream. I have no idea. The way I see it is if we stay confined to my stream, okay, if we're not paying attention to that shit outside of the streams, right? Why would it matter and who would give two fucks? Right? That's true. If we're just going to be here and chill on my stream today and have a good time together, right? So who cares if it's a stupid meme or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like, all that crap. Who cares? It's all white noise, man. Ignore all the white noise of the world. Focus in on what you like. Focus in on what brings you enjoyment and entertainment. You know, a lot of people will come to this stream today because they want to unplug from the stresses of what's going on in their life right now. They don't want to hear about world news. They don't want to hear about all this shit. They just want to enjoy some Fallout. And I'm here for you, man. That's what I'm doing, man. That's what I do my streams, okay? I don't know about any other crap that's going on. I don't care. I don't want to be involved in it at all. I hate when I get dragged into their bullshit. I don't give a fuck, all right? So very well, this could be true about Snow Carl. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm not going to make accusations. I don't know anything about it. It's funny because, like I said, sometimes people will contact me behind the scenes and say, look at this. Here's all this evidence. I'm like, wow. Conspiracy theory, you know, out the wazoo. It's ridiculous. But it's life, I guess. It's my life. I guess because I've decided to be an internet content creator, all right, and because, my persona is public, right? Sadly, I have to be in a situation where, like, drama is constantly about. Drama is all around me. Even if I'm not in the drama, people want to pull me into it. They want to make drama around me, even though I don't care about it. So, listen. I don't know. You could be right, you could be wrong. I don't want to make a judgment against someone on a stream. Unless someone could be like, oh, by the way, Snow Carl is constantly in a detractor stream, talking with them, joking about how he's going to derail your stream with this topic and that topic today, and they're all going to laugh at you. And then I'd be like, all right. And you know what? I hate to say it. I'm so jaded at this point, because this has happened so many times over the years that I would not be shocked if that were to be the case. I would actually be like, this sucks. I'm sad about it, but I can't control it anymore. I realize that now. I realize that it's not my fault when that kind of shit happens, that I shouldn't blame myself, because these people get so caught up in internet horseshit that, you know, even if I'm ignoring it, it seems to still happen around me. And there's really nothing I can do about it, right? So, it is what it is. Okay. Snow Carl took me $1.50 and says, sometimes I say things that could be construed as negative or offensive. 99% of the time, I just speak my mind. I never reference detractor or troll shit. Sadly, a lot of people try to paint all your supporters in a bad light to discourage tippers. We all know that people try to discourage tippers. Let's be honest here. That's something that's been very, very apparent and prominent in this last year, is that the people who don't like me on the internet really are upset that they have tried every fucking avenue to stop me from being successful, and they can't do it. They've tried everything. They've tried everything against me. So now, okay, if we can't get Phil, we'll turn our ire towards everybody else. Whether it's a viewer, a supporter, a moderator, anyone involved with Phil, let's get them, right? Which is madness. Let's be very frank and very honest here. It's insanity. It's madness. To think that because you're just attacking random people on the internet, you're going to somehow make me go away, is probably the dumbest thing that I've ever heard in my life. It's not going to happen. In fact, for every person who gets harassed, I am motivated even more to persevere on behalf of that person. So, you are out of your fucking mind if you think you're going to harass someone who contributes to this stream, you're going to harass someone who helps the stream, or, you know, you're dumb. You're actually helping me. So stop. You're just motivating me to work even harder. Okay? Alfred Aponte did a $2.50 tip and says, Phil, this is why I like to stay in the background and not mess with anyone. I just like being positive. Snow Carl is a good dude. All right. Look at that, Snow Carl. You got a vote of confidence from Alfred Aponte. That's very nice, isn't it? Probably a good feeling. Okay. Let's see here. What is this? Average Joe did a super chat. Says, I ever thought of getting a 9-to-5 job? Do I really have to answer this question again? Do I really? All right. Allow me to answer this. All right. Average Joe, if I was making exorbitant amounts of money being a content creator on the internet, and I had tons of money saved up, all right, and all this was true, I would say, hey, I have some flexibility. I have some leeway. I can now go out there and I can try to get a 9-to-5 job, and I can take my time trying to do a job search. I could try out different jobs to find the one that's the right fit for me. And eventually I could have diversity in my work, maybe have a job during the day and then maybe do streams at night or whatever. Okay. That's not the case. I don't have any money saved. I have, I'm barely making payments on certain things at this point. It's that frustrating of a deal for me. And I don't have any flexibility at all. All right. For me to stop streaming, like let's say today I decided I'm not going to do my main gameplay stream. I'm going to go get a 9-to-5 job. I would make less money working an hourly 9-to-5 retail job right now than I would be on the stream. So you'd think, why would I leave the thing that I love doing the most, that has meaning for hundreds to thousands of people around the world and makes me a good amount of money? Why would I stop doing that to go get a job that I'm not going to like, not going to be any kind of meaning behind it, and it's going to pay me less than what I'm doing right now? Would that not be stupid? Right? Right? And then you might say, well, forget about like a retail job. What about getting an office job? What about getting a job like you used to have at the helicopter company? Okay? I haven't been in a job like that since late 2010. It is now 2021. 11 years. Do you think that a company, when they look at a resume, is looking for someone who's been out of a certain kind of work for 11 years and says, let me jump on the opportunity to snatch this guy up, man. He seems like he knows his shit. Of course not. Those jobs are not going to hire me. They would not hire me. I would get hired for some kind of an entry-level to mid-management job at a retail store where I'm basically way overqualified for it. I would get paid next to nothing. I'd be overstressed, overworked, right back to where a lot of people are, and I would not be able to make ends meet. I would not even be able to pay my bills here because I'm tight now doing what I'm doing. So, no. There's no going to get a 9-to-5 job or anything like that. Snow Carl tipped me $2 and I love the big brain trolls trying to gaslight you into quitting. Imagine being this stupid or insincere. Yeah, I mean, listen. What it is the world a couple of years ago was a very different place. COVID kind of screwed everything up. Let's be very honest about this. COVID really did screw the world up. And the world is a very different place now than it even was a couple of years ago. Now, quite frankly, in the last 2 years, I've seen that this streaming job is actually the most consistent, most reliable, best job I've ever had because of your support. I realize that it doesn't matter where I'm streaming. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. You guys support me because you like me as a person, you like me as a content creator, and you want to see me succeed, right? So it doesn't matter if it's on Twitch or YouTube or another third-party site. It doesn't matter if it's all games or if we mix it up and we do other stuff. You guys like the stuff and you support it, and I really appreciate that, okay? I really, really appreciate that, and I hope you know that, all right? I'm incredibly grateful that through all the hardships I've been through, you guys have supported me no matter what. Why would I give that up and go to something uncertain, especially in a COVID world where at any moment there could be lockdowns, there could be restrictions, right? I could literally go out there and get a job and then lockdowns force that job closes and I have no job. I'd be stupid, right? Eternal Napalm feels a lot of people are jealous of my success as a content creator because they're working jobs that personally they hate and they're upset that they see me doing fun stuff every day on stream. I 100% understand that feeling because I used to be there. Understand that. I used to be in that position myself. I'd be sitting at my office job or working at Best Buy, and I'd be like, man, look at this guy on the internet. Look at the angry video game nerd. Look at the nostalgia critic. These are guys who have no budget. These are guys who have no professional training, yet they're making content for the internet that seems fun as shit to them to make, and they're getting virally popular. They're making money. They're getting more successful. I'm jealous. I've definitely 100% I felt that way. And I said, one day I want to try to do something for myself, but I never imagined that YouTube would ever be my job, being honest, okay? You know, pretty crazy. Anyway, to answer the question, also, the DLC for Ghost of Tsushima is quite good. So far, I'm really liking it. Graphics are outstanding on PS5. The story is good. You know, it's on par with the main game for sure. It's really entertaining. So, really having a good time with it. I don't know anything about a Twitch protest. I don't. Someone mentioned already on the pre-stream. I don't even know what that means. I didn't know there was a Twitch protest. I haven't seen anything, I haven't seen anything on social media about it as of today. Yeah, I don't see it. Nope. Okay. I received a $1.50 tip from Romy Rose. Says there's a Jamaican restaurant that opened. I tried jerk barbecue chicken and beef patties with cocoa bread. Absolutely delicious. You ever tried Jamaican food? I've had jerk chicken, and I loved it. I thought it was, like, really unique. I didn't know that's what jerk chicken was like. When I tried it, I was like, wow, that is, like, full of robust flavor. I really enjoyed it. Also, plantains I've had, and I really like plantains. I've never had these patties. I hear about them all the time. These patties, aren't they just, like, beef patties or something? What it is, isn't it, like a... It's not a pastry, but I forget exactly what you would call it. But inside there's meat, like ground beef or something like that. I never had that before. But, yeah, I know Jamaican food's good shit, man. Okay. Gaggy Swerve says, if Twitch issues a public apology and reinstates your partnership, would you consider going back? It's too late to apologize. It's too late. Oh, that was terrible. Wow. All right. Anyway, no. No. Wow, that was absolutely terrible. Holy fuck. Okay. Please stop with that view. What view? This view right here. What's wrong with this view? What's wrong with this view? You don't like it? What's wrong? You have a problem with this view? What's wrong with this view? What's wrong with this view? What's wrong with this view? Oh my god, people are nuts. Anyway, guys, I think it's time to take a break. What do you guys think? Is it time? I think it's time to take a break. I gotta use the bathroom anyway. We're being very silly. When you get silly like this, you know it's time for the break. Let's take a quick break. It'll be like 10-15 minutes. We'll come back. We'll start up with Fallout. We're gonna jump into the DLC, Lonesome Road. What I'll probably do is, I think we were in the midst of like one quest. Maybe just finish it up. I don't remember. And then we're gonna start Lonesome Road. Get it going. All right. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in a few minutes for Fallout. All right.